Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Shah. I'm here as part of the KeepPet team to talk to you about quarantining with pets. Currently, with the COVID-19 quarantine, we're seeing quite an increase in the number of animals that are getting adopted from shelters, as well as puppies getting picked up from breeders. And I wanted to talk to you about how to find a good breeder and how to make sure that your puppy stays healthy long term. So here I am, and I'm going to answer these questions for you. So my first question was, how do I find a good breeder, or how do I know that my breeder is good? The most common thing I tell people with this is that a good breeder is someone that's really watching to make sure that the breed is healthy long term and also genetically healthy. So you don't want to find someone that's running out of a puppy mill, and you don't want to find someone that really doesn't care about the puppies except for to get a good price for them. So you really want to find a breeder that's done a lot of research, works with veterinarians, and is making sure that their puppies are genetically tested, their parents are genetically tested before even going forward with breeding. Some of the things that I have people look out for, you want to make sure that your breeder is very knowledgeable and is willing to answer all your questions, no matter what, very patiently. You want to make sure that they're not breeding excessively. So you want to make sure they're keeping their numbers small. They have maybe 1 or 2 breeding dogs at home, not a whole pile of them. That is pretty important as well. You want to make sure that, the puppies are kept in a clean area, that the adult dogs are also kept in a clean area, not in cages, not in a, not in a very dirty kind of an area, because that doesn't really make for a good, clean environment at all. You want to find a breeder that is open to having visitors. So a lot of breeders will actually allow you to come by, look at the puppies before you even take them home, and look at the environment that they're kept in, which is something that's very, very important as well. You want to make sure that your breeder is encouraging you to work with your veterinarian in terms of vaccinations, disease prevention, and also uses up-to-date information in their own practices at home. They want to keep in touch with you as well. A lot of the breeders will want to keep in touch with you long term to make sure that their puppies are being well taken care of as well. And if you have any questions, they're happy to answer long term. If your puppy has a problem, these breeders are also willing to take them back, which is very important, which means that they actually care about their puppies. And that is something that's important to keep in mind. And we already talked about, kind of making sure that they're genetically tested. So making sure their hips, their elbows, their eyes, their hearts are evaluated. The parents are evaluated prior to the puppy going home. And finally, and this is very, very important, that the breeder is willing to explain why the puppy costs as much as they do. And some of these genetic conditions that they're testing for does cost a lot of money. So hopefully your breeder is willing to answer those questions for you. We will be continuing on in further segments to answer more questions, so keep an eye out. Thank you.